And we're back. We are back. I'm on live now, Joe. So we're doing our live from LP, which, as you all know, is not an easy thing to do with the signal issues. But here's our girls. Plenty of them right up there beyond Farmer Joe. Success with the sheep. If you've not watched the video from earlier today, definitely worth watching, seeing how everything works, seeing how we scan the sheep. And we're over at LP. We've started. First two, that's a yellow, so that's not looking too good.
That's late.
That's a late. A late what? Oh, I just don't know. So it's a late, she's pregnant.
She's a twin.
Oh, she's a late twin. Right, okay, so we need to catch this little lady here, because David's forgot to do it. So, let's see, they're starting to come out thick and fast now already. What have we got? What have we had so far, Pete?
I don't know.
Okay, doing well. There's 1, 2, 3 twins. 3 twins so far, so that's pretty good. Geraldine says welcome back, thank you. Welcome everyone to the stream. This is us going on to the goat scanning now. If you can see and hear me, please let me know. I know the signal is kind of iffy at LP, but we're trying our best. Or if you can see or hear me, put a little love heart reaction on the stream. It lets me know that you're all here and you're receiving me loud and clear all the way from Dumfries, Scotland. So David started already. David is our scanner, if you weren't watching earlier. Let's walk over and see what he's got. Don't cut out. There we go. There's his little screen he's sitting in there in the dark.
Twins.
More twins.
David said it's going to be a wee bit slower because they've got a lot of hair on them.
Wee bit slower because there's too much hair.
The sheep have got like a window of skin that's bare.
Right. When
So when you're working with ultrasound, you need like a water in this case between between the probe and what you're touching.
oh, sorry. I was trying to get the microphone round to. Right. So there's a bit of hair in between the scanner and the belly, whereas the sheep have a little window of skin that you can get in there and see what's in the belly. So that's what we're seeing. That's the best kind of view you're probably going to get. Another twin. So that's there's a few twins coming in. One single, I think.
This is first the ginger goats or ginger ones.
This is our first. Pete likes the ginger goats. They're always really good mothers. So hopefully there's something in here. Jackie says very good signal. Lucy says we can hear you. Thank you guys for letting me know. Keep me updated with that because I can't tell from this end. Obviously with everything going on. A ginger twin. Ginger children. No, no. Are the colours the same as the sheep? Yep, Denise, we'll keep everything the same. Just to avoid any confusion. So it's a good start so far.
This is
Keep fingers crossed for us.
another twin.
Twins again, coming up.
We weren't able to use the trailer last year. We had to catch them all manually and scan them. David's got a kind of mobile scanner which we'll do the pygmy goats with. But this is a lot less work.
Yeah, a lot less work. This is the easiest way to do it, most efficient way to do it. Teresa says hello from Michigan. Michelle says I can see and hear you, Ben. That's good, thank you. Gail says you can see her here. Sue says, are they all boar goats?
I'm not actually sure, so I'll just leave it for a year.
This one's incredibly late apparently.
Yep. See that other yellow one?
Other yellow ones, see, it's just got yellow on it. We need a red on it to show it's a twin, but it's late.
Right, there's freezing through here.
Okay.
So yeah, I know that. Oh, I'm still on Zoom here. Sorry, folks. There's a lot going on. I'm trying to keep my eyes on everything.
The one with the yellow, yeah, just give it a wee red
So
mark.
Connor's going to try and catch this one here. I'm pleased that we're able to do a live, actually. Really pleased. So my phone's going. Signal good. Mechanicsville, Virginia again. You all must be tired by now.
Oh, look at that.
There we go.
The goat man.
The goat man has caught her. So the easiest way to catch a goat, for those of you who don't know, is you catch it by the back leg and that just disables it. And it's the safest way to catch her as well. So that's little red dots show that she's late twins. So all these red dots here are all twins, which is grand. That's exactly what we want. And they're all looking very fat, as you can see. They've not been fed yesterday so that David can get a good scan going. single. How many goats are being scanned, Ben? There's about 60 in here, 60 boar goats to do. Maz says, just seen how long it would take us to walk to you, and it's 3 days and 22 hours. Get the kettle. We'll see you in about 4 days then, Maz. Beth says, all good, Farmer Ben. Hear you loud and clear. Perfect. LP is the initials of the farm that we're at the minute, which is nearby Dulscone. And that's where we keep our boar goats and our alpacas and llamas over the winter. Amy says, yeah, I caught you live. Was just watching this sheep being scanned for you all. Kelly says, can everyone see this comment? Yes, we can, Kelly. We're watching. So, I don't know if you're seeing David's screen. I'm trying to get a good picture for you, but it's actually not the easiest to do. Single. So you'll see the kind of blob coming up on screen. Difficult. And there we go. So that's, see the little white area as it comes up. So how many have we got in here? Twins in there. To be honest, it's very, very hard to see exactly what's coming through. David's an expert eye, so he can tell almost immediately, whereas I'm looking at a blob on the screen and it's very difficult. So good start, everyone. This is what we're wanting. A few oh, there's a triplet. I think we've got one triplet. So first triplets to the boar goat. Yeah. We've got Jeff's wife just coming up the ramp. So there's a whole load of boar goats. So there's about 30 more boar goats as there is sheep. So he does think it'll take a wee bit longer to get through everyone. If you're watching for the first time, welcome. Farmer Ben speaking. We're in the middle of scanning our boar goats to see what we're going to have in the spring. David, the expert scanner's here. He's putting them through, little scanner underneath their belly, and he's just seeing what we've got in there. So it's very, very exciting. It's great this time of year to see what we're having. Gillian Elliott sent 200 stars. Thank you, Gillian. Hearing you loud and clear. Really good signal. Excellent. That's what we need to see. Hello from Kingman, Arizona, says Billy. Are the goats different colours to the sheep? No, everything's the same colours, folks. So if you are seeing the sheep, they're all exactly the same colours. If you've got any questions, send them through. I'm going through them at the minute, so I'll try and get to your questions. They'll be given birth. Jan's asking when they'll be given birth. They'll be given birth in April, end of March, beginning of April, and then right through until May, which is when we should hopefully be finishing. Sherry says, back for more adventures. Hi from the Villages, Florida. Hello. Dawn sent 50 stars. Thank you, Dawn. Shazza says, hi Ben, on my dinner break, watching for 10 minutes. What are you having, Shazza? What's on the menu today? Let's see what's in the belly of this.
April and
single on that one.
There's one or two are quite late, so
so what we done with the boar goats is we had two pens, one with our Anglo-Nubian Billy called Jeff, and then one with our boar goat called Frankie, our boar goat male called Frankie. And then after 4 weeks, we just opened the gates and let both Billy goats in with all of the females to mix, and then any females that they'd missed or not served, the other one could catch. So that's maybe why we're getting some later ones. Who was the single? Who was the signal? Cooper. Oh, so Cooper, who is one of our famous goats. If you've never heard of her before, she's one of our famous goats at Dulscone. She was born here. Very tame. She's one of Farmer Connor's favourites. She's having a single this year. She had a single last year, did she? Yeah, she had a single last year, and she was an excellent mother. Last one? Yeah. Was she? Well, there you go. So it looks like she on time, David. That was that. Yeah, she was on time. So 60 days. So she's 2 months. 2 months in, 3 to go. So that will be middle of April, which is great, right over the Easter holidays. Do you have any triplets coming? There's a few sets of triplets starting to come through, I think. One set of triplets, a lot of twins, David says. Denise is watching from Milngavie, Scotland. Hello, Denise. So there is a few sets of triplets. Do you name the llamas? A lot of the llamas have names. Yeah, they do. They sure do. Do the pregnant sheep go back out to the field, or are they going to stay in the polytunnel? No, the plan is with the pregnant sheep, so they will be in the polytunnel at the minute. Sorry, they're in the polytunnel at the minute. They'll be getting dosed for any little pests that are inside them that shouldn't be there. And they'll go back out into the field until middle of March, and then they'll be coming back in for lambing time, so we can keep an eye on them, and you can all keep an eye on them with our new cameras and on Twitch as well, 24/7. So that's when the fun really begins. The goats will go into the polytunnel as well, so the polytunnel will be jam-packed, so there'll be hundreds of animals in there all to give birth. They'll be giving birth all over the place, and if you're coming to Dulscone in the Easter holidays, the Lambing Live event, it's more than likely you're going to see a live birth, probably demonstrated by myself, so hopefully won't need to get involved, but you should see a live birth, especially with all these going, so very, very exciting. Worth coming. Watching from Edzell Angus, Ben Sheila says. April says hello from Louisiana. Geraldine says yay, triplets. Yeah, a few triplets are nice, don't want too many, remember. Morag sent 200 stars, thank you Morag.
Explain why you don't need too many triplets.
So we don't want too many triplets because if you get too many triplets, mums can't feed triplets. So they can feed twins no problem. They've got an udder with 2 sides, so there's plenty of milk for one goat to get each side, if you know what I mean. So plenty of milk for twins. Triplets, we always end up with a weak one, and eventually it just can't cope. It's not getting enough food, there's not enough to distribute between 3, so we want just a few triplets and a few singles, and then that is a few triplets, a few singles, and then the extra one that comes off the triplets can get paired onto a single, so everyone has twins. And that is exactly the way to do it. It doesn't always work out as simple as that, but that in practical terms, in farming terms, that's exactly what you want to do. So there's basically, easiest way to explain it, not enough food for 3, plenty of food for 2. So the ones that have only got 1 lamb, we want 2. So we take the third one off and put it onto one with a single. So that is the best way to do it. Judy says, so excited for my second round, just left the doctor's office, tested positive for COVID this morning, thank God I have stuff to watch the beautiful animals. Well, hopefully you feel okay, Judy. I had it a few weeks ago and felt fine. David, have you had it yet, COVID?
Not yet,
David's managed to avoid it. He's been lucky. Will Eeyore and Rio breed again this year? Yeah, they'll be going into foal in about springtime, so about April or May they'll go into foal, and they should have a baby in 2023. Let's see, we're catching up on these comments. Loads of comments coming through. Thank you for that. Hit a little like if you're watching, folks. If you're enjoying the content today, it's always really, really exciting. Carol, are you going to be able to set the cam back up so we can see the donkeys, Betty and Baby? Yes, we're going to try and get everything sorted that way. It's just, well, obviously all the scanning going on today, it's been a bit all over the place, but once we get organised, we'll get everything set up. So if you've not watched our stream yesterday or earlier on, we had a brand new baby alpaca yesterday, and we're going to be doing some more streams on that later in the week. We're needing name suggestions, so if you look back onto that stream and comment your name suggestions, there will be a poll going out on Facebook in the next day or so, and everyone needs to place their vote to name the baby. So hopefully get a really nice name for him. Amazing amount of likes just came up, so I don't know what was happening there. Could you see something on David's screen possibly? Good morning from North Florida. Jennifer's watching from North Florida.
Can you zoom in? That's a very small screen.
I can, but it goes a bit. But that's okay. That's okay. We can see from there, so you'll see little blobs come out. David, could you point to the wee blobs in the next one? Yeah, we can see the screen. Let's have a wee. Let's see what we can see here.
So the bit you're interested in is down this bottom third.
Yeah. So that's the body that David's pointing to.
There's one here, and then out in the right hand side there's another one. Out in the right here.
Yep, there's another one there. There's a little blob.
Sort of try and scan all the way forward out the front. So that's a head.
Yep, that's a head there. Head, body,
Head at the back.
and the,
one flying ready for kidding, and the other one flying the wrong way round.
right. So they're top and toe basically, aren't they? So that's twins in there. So there's 2 in there. Hopefully you could hear what David was saying. I wonder, can I spin that round next time David talks so you can hear him. I know it's difficult when being in his trailer, but it is difficult. It's really difficult to see. It's really difficult to see what's in there unless you're doing it all the time. So you can see little images popping up. Oh lordy, there's a bit more going on in this one.
So there's a few sort of lead-ins round about that sort of makes life confusing for scanners.
Right.
You've got a
Body.
in the middle.
A body in the middle where David's pointing.
Forward, and there's a body at the front.
So there's another body there, so that's 2.
And then there's also one.
There's also one on the right hand side, so that's 3 in there so far. Is that the full amount? Is there 3 in there? Triplets in that one, so that's a good result. Some nice triplet babies. Hopefully you could see. Can you let me know, folks? Can you hear David talking on the microphone? We've got a new microphone, but I don't know if you can pick him up because he's the other side of the screen on this side. If you can hear him, that's great. But I know it's quite difficult to see. Let's have a look. Loads of likes coming up. I think you can hear David if that's the case, if there's so many likes coming up. Oh no, Shell says no, we can't hear David. So this is not really. So what I'll do next time is I'll maybe move a wee bit forward and turn the microphone round, and then that should let everyone hear David explaining exactly what's on the screen. Is that okay, David? You alright to do that?
Yep. Can you go forward, or am I asking a stupid question?
No, I can go forward, but I don't want to go right inside the trailer in case we cut off. So I'm going to move this. I'm going to move the microphone. Bear with me, folks.
Social distancing, no.
There we go. Microphone's out. Right, David, go for it.
I'll wait till I get a good one.
Yeah, wait till you. So this should be better. Is that better? Turn the microphone around, folks. Let me know. Put some love hearts in the chat if you can hear what he's saying now.
We'll have a look at this one.
Okay, this is a bit more interesting, I think.
We talked a wee bit before. They've got a lot of hair in their bellies, so that's why the picture probably doesn't look as clear as what the ones in the sheep did.
Right.
But that's a wee bit better now.
Yep. Right. Okay, we're back. Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
So all the bright areas in the screen, we're looking at ultrasound. That's like thicker material, so bone shows up bright white, and then the fluid's black. So that's the sort of fluid down the bottom. And then this circle here, that'll be the body of one goat.
Yeah, body of one there.
And then out here, that's the head of a second one. And
So
there's a body number 2.
So there's
The
2.
process is just to try and scan the whole uterus and then
Scan the whole uterus and see exactly what's in there. Right, I'm going to ping my microphone back round. Hello everyone, hopefully you can hear me again. So what I was worried about there was when I went inside David's little trailer it would cut off signal, and that's exactly what happened. So you should be able to hear me. Yeah, Mandy said we could hear David explaining everything there, so that's good. I'm glad you could all get that wee explanation. Bear with us, it is difficult to try and get through everything, but I think David done a pretty good job explaining there. It's very interesting. Lucy says yes, he's perfect. David, you're perfect. That's what he wants to hear. Picture's dark, Ben. Yeah, I know, folks. It's getting dark outside.
Quite a
That's
lot of
what.
eagles going on here. So
Farmer Pete is the biggest one of them all. Bridget says, "Don't move, Ben." Crying face. Yeah, I know. I'm staying. I'm like a statue here.
Vera's going in.
So Vera's coming in. You'll see Vera on your calendars. If you've just tuned in, folks, Farmer Ben's speaking. Farmer Ben is speaking, and yeah, Vera's getting kind of old, so we don't know what's in there. Oh, bless me. Oh, she's in Kid, you dancer. Wonder what she's got, folks. Twins, nice, great result.
No, well, no.
So twins for Vera, folks. Great result.
We need to bring Vera home because they're being horrible to her.
Yeah, we're bringing Vera home. Vera can come in at the Pamper Suite. The penthouse suite of Dulscone is where Vera's coming to. So she will be... That is great news. That's the best. There she is. Sometimes goats can be a bit of a bore. Oh, that goat wasn't too happy. That one wasn't too happy. Don't think she likes David. Thank you, folks, for the bless yous. I did have a wee bit of a sneeze. As you know, I'm completely allergic to every animal. Luckily. Hello, Vera. Well done, pal. What are you smelling? She's a clever girl. And she's a fantastic mother as well. Has Five Bellies been scanned yet? Have you seen Five Bellies, Pete?
I haven't seen it yet.
She might have sneaked through.
Without checking the ear tags, we're not sure.
Is she ear tagged?
Yeah.
Aye, she's.
We're not so sure yet.
I think she is through.
She is through.
A dark head.
Right, Farmer Joe thinks she is through. So, yes, she has. Five Bellies has been through, and there is not 5 this year.
It's so dark in here. It's like I feel like I'm down a mine.
Well, I think we look okay. It is really dark. It's getting dark outside, and it gets dark at LP really quick. But sorry, that's the phone ringing, which is not what we need. Well, I was thinking, Angela's just asked a good question, and I was thinking the same, because he told me he goes to New Zealand in our summer and works over there scanning sheep, and he told me a minute ago that he can do 3,000 to 4,000 sheep a day over in New Zealand, and I thought that must be sore in the eyes, and David will answer this for us. Angela says, does all this scanning cause David migraines, Ben? It must be eye straining at times. Or have you got used to it?
To be honest, it's not too bad.
It's not too bad, he says.
You probably feel it more from just having to concentrate
Yeah, it's just...
for long periods of time.
So David's just saying it's
Probably get sore arm and sore eyes.
that's true. So it's just the concentration, David says, that gets you, because you're constantly trying to figure out what's what and whereabouts they are in the body, how many's in there. And he says it's more your arm that gets sore, because obviously he's reaching in all the time underneath the goats and trying to see what's in there with his little scanner. So that rubs
If you
along
ever
the
meet him
bell.
on the night out, don't have an arm wrestle with him, not with his right arm anyhow.
No, not his right arm. Signa says the polytunnel should be called a maternity ward. It is, Signa. There's actually got we've actually got signs all up round about Dulscone saying maternity ward. So that is exactly what it is. Danielle sent 50 stars. Thank you, Danielle. Five Bellies been through, Catherine. If you're just catching up, goat. This is all the scanned goats here. It's getting dark inside LP. David's actually in here in this tiny little trailer, and there is his screen. Not much on that screen at the minute. Oh, there's something appearing.
Have we had any empties yet?
So she's probably just about 45 days.
45 days. Nicholas says he must have cold hands. He's got his gloves on, don't worry. He's perfectly comfortable in his little trailer.
Got a heater in there.
So what David does when he gets home is he just parks the trailer up, and that's where he stays at night. He lives in this tiny little trailer. He says it saves on rent, so there's plus sides to everything. So how many empties have we had, do we know?
Two.
Oh.
Two younger ones, I think.
2 young empties we've had so far, so that's exceptionally good. We're happy with that. What's happening on the other side of the trailer? Nothing. The only thing that's happening on the other side of this trailer is they're jumping out into this pen here. So
Farmer Connor's doing a grand job.
Farmer Connor's leaning, which is Farmer Pete's pet hate.
There's a pack of celebrations in the pickup. And
David,
Farmer Pete's got the last one.
have you got this? You've not got the Snickers, have you?
No, I've got the Mars.
David, you've got a friend here. Karen Bell McTeer says, say hi to David, the sheep scanner. He scans our sheep in Lochmaben. Our kids love seeing the sheep scanning. He says hello. Hello, Karen. Thank you for commenting. 2 empties is fantastic. Yep, we'll take that just now. And especially 2 younger ones, so that means almost 100% success rate with the older adults. How many more to go? We only have one. We're getting through them really quick. Oh, they're not behaving in the back. There's Jeff. So this is our dad. This is dad to half of them. He's thinking what's going on, but we'll not scan Jeff obviously, because I don't think I'm pretty certain he'll be empty. Kathleen says, did you say David sleeps on his trailer? That is the rumour. David says he cannot confirm or deny if he stays in the trailer.
Have you mentioned his other talent?
Several
We're
talents.
talking about your other talent.
What's your other talent, David? What do you play?
We're not scanning sheep, but sort of play the accordion.
The accordion. So David is a talented musician. He plays a accordion. What else, David?
It's a sort of Cayley band we've got.
So he's in a Cayley band. So for those of you that aren't familiar with Cayley, it's a traditional Scottish dance. It's kind of a party, and there's many a Cayley we've been to and many a sore head the day after. And David is the talented musician that plays the folk music.
We've not had one of those for a couple of years.
No.
It'd be good to get back.
Yeah, so COVID's put the brakes on that, obviously, because it's a big party and loads of dancing and running about and jumping about. So David is multi-talented.
So how many of our
sheep scanner.
watchers have been to a Scottish Cayley? And if not, maybe you should organise one, have it in the sheep shed some night
Steady.
with David on the accordion.
With David on the accordion. Kathleen says, hey David, musician here, I play the marimba. I don't know what that is, but that sounds cool.
We could add that to the Cayley that night, it'd be a great night.
The marimba. Robin says, hi, thank you for 50 stars, Robin. He sent over, very generous of you. Accordion players are brilliant. That's what David tells me as well. Catherine says, Scottish Highland dancing. Yep, that's the way to do it. When will most of them give birth? So we're looking at end of March and then right through April. So it should be about 6 weeks of 6 weeks roughly from start to finish, which is great. Marion says, does anyone play the spoon? That's Farmer Joe's instrument.
That's just not nice.
Pete says that's not nice. Nicer to be nicer to my brother. Kathy says, good day to you all. Looks like you're working hard as usual. I'm not sure. Is that sarcastic? I don't know if that's sarcastic. This is what Farmer Joe's currently doing. Standing looking at his phone. He's actually not doing anything.
Checking the stocks and shares.
Yeah. Aye. Scratching his head. What's the name of Dad again? So we've got Frankie and we have Jeff. So Frankie and Jeff. Jeff is... Oh, they're both away up there with Farmer Connor. Wait to see what he's doing. So Jeff's on the left. He's the brown one on the left. And Frankie's on the right. White with a brown head. So...
R.I.P. What do you call him?
yeah, we lost Max a few weeks ago, unfortunately. Not really sure what happened on that one, but... He died in a happy place with all his ladies surrounding him. Unfortunately, that was a bit of a stinker because we've had Max for quite a few years. Judy says, how many has Five Bellies got, please? Judy, we're not sure, and you're a supporter, so thank you very much for that. I'm not sure how many Five Bellies has got at the minute. Farmer Joe's maybe going to find out for us. Right now, there's an overwhelming majority of twins, so she may well have twins. Why is the top of the back and neck bloody? It's not, that's the red spray paint to show that they're twins, so we put a dot on their back. So for those of you who haven't been watching earlier on, when we scan the goats, they go through, they get colour coordinated, so green is single, red is twins, and blue is triplets. So that's why they've got different colours on their backs. So thank you for tuning in, everyone. Is River Dance Scottish or Irish? That's Irish dancing. I've been to a Cayley. I'm a Londoner who now lives in Donegal. Donegal sounds nice. Oh, there's everyone saying Irish. Same colours as before, Angela, yes. Jan says Farmer Joe is such a cutie. Jan, I think you maybe need some glasses on. It is getting dark in here right enough. The light's not great. Jennifer says she's got a son called Jeff. So sorry about Max. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, it was a bummer, that one. It was nice. But that's farming, unfortunately. There we go, Pete. Carol Ann says, does Farmer Pete play the washboard? That's too sophisticated. He goes on to the triangle.
I feel you're starting to be not nice to me.
Did you say Winnie had been through? Yeah. Seaside?
No, Winnie's running about.
So, Susan, Winnie hasn't been through. She's actually jumped out of the pen. So she's the only one that's jumped out, so she's not behaving. You're welcome, Ginny. Happy to answer your questions.
Right, we're going to get the results, Ginge.
We're going to get the results here, everyone. If you've enjoyed today's content, give us a little share on the stream, or a comment, or a like. Anything that engages with the stream is fantastic. Lets Facebook know that you're watching and pushes our stream out to loads of new viewers. If you're enjoying the content as well, you can always become a supporter for extra streams, Q&As, and answer all your questions and put some extra content on there as well. Alva says, thank you for explaining this so well. I'm trying my best. I'm glad to have you all watching along. It's great to be doing a live, and it's great to having such brilliant results from our breeding season. It's went quite well.
Yep.
So we're just about to get the results.
I think he maybe gave it to me.
Oh, has Joe's maybe got it? Hold on, we're looking for a piece of paper here. We have got the piece of paper. Here we go. Everyone running through, so you'll see all the dots on their back. So what have we got? We've got a little single from this. So this little single here, she's a lot smaller. She's got a single and she's got a yellow dot, which means she's later. There's another yellow and red dot, so they're later as well. So they'll go a pen by themselves.
A lot of reds.
A lot of reds. There's a few greens coming through as well. Yeah. Oh no, there's a blue in there, so that's a triplet.
It looks a nice percentage.
Very nice, yeah. It does. Looks really good.
One empty there, wee one.
Yeah, I think the wee one's maybe just been... Oh, is it that little really small one?
Yeah.
I don't know if she was supposed to be in there, whether she's jumped out and has sneaked into that pen, but nevertheless, if she's not in, that's not too bad. So percentages with the sheep. David's just doing his calculations here. Percentages with the sheep was about 200%, so that's really good. David was happy with that. Here is the final result. Thank you. So with the goats, I can't really see that very well. It's not focusing in on it. 170% we had with our goats, which I would say for goats is pretty good.
Can you move over there where it's light? I can see nothing either. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Can't really move it. Thank you for the stars coming through, folks. Very much appreciated. So what we have with the goats, 3 empties. Obviously 2 of them are younger ones, so that's not too bad. We can let that go. 16 singles. We have 32 twins, and we have 5 triplets. And in total there was 58 scanned, I think. So that's 170%. So I will take that. I'm pretty happy with that. So what have we got in... So the average that we have is 181. Yellow equals one month in lamb. So the yellows are only a month in, so they've got 4 months to go. So they won't be going to... Is that right? They won't be going till May.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a full 6 weeks that our lambing and kidding season starts. So I hope you're all ready for our streams. There's going to be a lot of content coming then, a lot of live births coming. So that's very, very exciting. Thank you, Eddie, for the stars. 200 stars sent through. Let me have a look. Oh, sorry, folks. I'm just reading through some of your comments. So you just separate the ones that will be later than the others. So the plan now is, Donna, triplets, singles, and twins will all be separated into, and late ones will be separated into 4 different pens. So the singles won't... Mind the pygmies, Joe.
Oh, sorry, pygmies.
So the singles won't get extra feeding, the twins will get a little extra feeding, and the triplets will be getting plenty of supplementary feeding. Obviously, because they're trying to grow 2 extras as the singles, it's taking a lot out of their bodies, so they need that extra supplement just to keep them going, keep them healthy, and make sure that everyone comes out okay when birthing time comes. Maria says, great to be able to see. That's great.
Melanie
says, congratulations from Northern Carolina. Thank you very much. So how many is that in total? Let's have a look.
What's the burner for?
32, 64.
David, what's the burner for?
It's 80
Down the trailer.
Alright.
On the sides and that.
plus
I'll probably
15.
not do it
So that's going to be 95 boar goat babies going about. Obviously, providing everything comes out safe. So we're going to have around 90 boar goat babies, which is quite daunting actually when you think of that. Very daunting. But when you see all these heads looking at you, you think every single one of these guys has to give birth and we have to sort them out and make sure that everyone's okay and healthy. And now I'm like, oh my goodness, there's going to be a lot going on. Thank you for the 50 stars, Bridget. Sammy says, great results for the farming team. Definitely, very happy with that. Let me give you a roundup of how many sheep there is in total. So there's 8 plus 44 is 52 plus 9. So 79 sheep and 95 goats so far. We've still got the pygmies to do. I don't think I'm going to be able to get over there to do the pygmies. I think it's just going to cut out.
We're just going over to do the pygmies now.
So will I try and come up, or what do you think?
Yeah, I work your way slowly and we'll get...
Oh, there's Winnie.
Oh, he's got me.
Farmer Connor has Winnie. So I'm going to work my way up slowly. If I do cut out, I will see you later on in the week, folks, for another stream. But bear with me, because we're going to try and get the pygmies. Pygmies are very exciting because their babies are so cute. Everyone loves them. So let's see what we can do. There's one currently standing on top of its hay-heck, ready to jump out, so that is not a good start. So if you've never been to LP before, this does not belong to Dilscon. We rent this shed, so therefore it's not up to Dilscon standards. Farm pickup here. Let's take a little wander around, and here we go. This is what it looks like inside. This is all our younger ones, and these there's 3 pens of younger ones from last year, and then there's a further pen that's got Martin, our big friendly boar goat, in it, with 2 castrated pygmy goats that are pets, crunching buttons, and then further on from there is our pygmy goats. So here's Winnie. She's been caught, and obviously Lilibet and her mum. How's Lilibet doing? She's sitting at her hay-heck. She's getting something to eat. She's quite happy. So we're just going to try and get these goats up here, as long as we don't lose signal, but we've been doing pretty well so far. Hello, Mum. So this is Toffee. She's quite happy. She's thinking, what's going on? Why is everyone here? So this is David's portable scanning machine with his little backpack, and there's a set of goggles that he's got on there. Very trendy. So Winnie is in, kid. She's got 1. There we go. Good job, Winnie.
And that one doing it. Well, I'll take her.
So that takes us up to 96 babies so far with the goats. I'm going to say this ginger one in here as 2. I'm hedging my bets. I always make predictions, David, and they're always wrong. But it doesn't stop me. I will not be stopped. Michelle says Toffee is beautiful. Yes, she is. She's a cracker. Look at the goat shaking its head when you think it'll cut out. Yeah, they know what I'm talking about. I think they know. They understand me, Sammy, I think. Debbie says she's enjoying this so much. That's great. How's the baby alpaca doing? That's her in there getting a sook. David's just... Twins! There we go! Farmer Ben strikes again. Right, let's go. 98. 98 babies. Lordy. Joe, what are we going to do with 98 babies? Where are we going to put them all? Issue. It seems a lot, doesn't it? 98 is a lot. Although if you've just tuned in, I see the numbers still climbing. We're on pygmy goat scanning now, which is always the favourite. I'm walking very slow because I don't want to lose signal. Here we go, and there's the one that's on top of the hay-heck. We're not at Dilscon, we're at LP, and we're scanning over here, so we've got a little pen set up at the end. And there's our male that's just jumped up and jumped over. He's been a bit of a brat. Look at him looking like, you're not scanning me, Farmer Ben. Don't let that David anywhere near me. Let me see what these comments are saying. Why do you think the alpaca who just gave birth was pregnant when scan showed 0? Don't know, Ruth. That was a bit of a funny one. So it was actually David's dad who scanned her. Yeah, look at this. So she needs scanned. Look at her. And there we go. So that's a hassle that we don't need. She's like, stop filming me, please. It's not my proudest moment jumping out like that. Yeah, maybe just missing the scan. I've never had that before. Don't understand how that's happened. The reason we know that is that one is because the other 2 females that we've got, one of them is Spot, and she's due later on in the summer, and the other one is Hagrid's mum. Sorry, 3. So we've got 3 other white females. One is Squeak's mum. Squeak was born here this time last year, so she's not due. She wasn't in with the male until spring, so it's not her. The other one is Hagrid's mum, and he was born in the summer, so she's not due until next summer, so it's not her again. So that leaves this one that just had her baby, so it must just been missed in the scan. So this is David just scanning here. I don't want to move too far up, folks. I really don't want to run out of signal, because it is quite interesting seeing. Nine to 8 babies, everyone's saying. That's what we're up to so far. Can I help you, Martin? Is that tasty? Of course Martin's doing that. I think that's a castrated thing, is it not, Dad? Pete? Is that not a castrated male? So David's currently scanning a castrated male and is surprised to see it's empty. I think there's a wee sweary came out from David there. Got him one. They're at LP, not too much light. No, it's getting dark outside as well. All of our lights are on, but it is just getting dark outside, so that's why there's not too much ambient light in here. Shirley says, please post lists of scan results of sheep and goats so people know true numbers and avoid speculation and confusion. We'll clear everything up later on, don't you worry. Any luck so far? What's the updates? Set of twins. So we've got one set of twins coming from the girls. The other one was a very small one that we weren't convinced of anyway. I don't think the group had taken to her very well, so we should be getting into some more successful ones. Is this Phantom Pregnancy? Yeah, so this is Phantom Pregnancy coming up, which I said I don't think there'll be anything in. I still don't. I'm wrong. What a surprise. Twins, that's great news. So Phantom Pregnancy, that's who saved Miracle's life, bless her heart. She is an absolute superstar and she's having twins. So that is great. I think I'm just as delighted at that as I am at Vera. I'm really, really pleased for her because she's been desperate for her own little family. So that's a great news story. I'm really pleased with that. That's worth a few love hearts on the chat, please. That is really, really good news. I'm delighted with that. I did think she would be empty. Ruth said, I asked about the new baby because you said on video that she was pregnant but no one believed you. No, well, it's not no one believed me, but it's just when it's scanned, everyone kind of takes that as gospel, don't they? So, yeah, it's no one's fault. It's just one of these things that happens. Oh, what's going on here? There's a bit of drama going on with this one. What's happening?
This one's very far on, about 120 days.
Oh, lordy. Okay, so this one's very far on, about 120 days, Farmer Pete's saying. A big single as far as we can see. So she'll need to come back to Liscon because she's due in the next month. So she's going to be very early. So we've had an escapee somewhere. Hold on, see! He's missed it. Right, we've got two escapees. Farmer Pete, yes, with the back leg. Well done, Pete. Good catch. Yeah, great news, everyone. See all your comments coming up. That's great news for our Phantom Pregnancy. fantastic. I'm so delighted for her because I did feel sorry for her. I did feel for her. So yeah, looks like we're going to have a baby pygmy goat in the next 30 days, which is exciting. We've had an escapee male somewhere. See, did we have an escapee male at some stage? Must have. No, can't be Jeff. Dear Lord, that would be a mix-up. David, I've got a question here for you. Laurie Shapiro sent it in. She's a supporter, and she says, "Does David ever miss anything?" Which must be a resounding no, is it? Of course not.
To be fair, I think we're about 99% correct with last year's scan.
Yeah, that's true. Last year's scanning, David got 99% correct. So there we go. He doesn't really miss anything. He's fantastic at what he does. Very lucky that he's here to show us and tell us exactly what's happening. Bless Phantom, I'm so pleased for her. I know. That's going to be such a great story if she's... Because she's got a phantom pregnancy, she does just have a bag of water at the minute. So let's hope some milk develops there and we can keep the babies on her, because that would make her life. She would be so happy about that. Loretta says, "Gosh, you guys are going to be very busy." You're telling me, Loretta. It's going to be very, very, very busy. Look at Martin. He's bashing against this. Like, he just can't. He can't behave. He's fighting like. Always the same. If you're just joining, folks, we are over at LP. We're scanning our goats. All the boar goats have been scanned. Very successful. All the sheep's been scanned. Very successful. On the previous stream on the page, you'll see the results. You'll see everything being scanned. David will talk you through what he's doing and what he sees on his scanner and how he tells how many's in there. So very, very interesting. We have been pretty delighted with how things have been going so far, and I'm not going to lie, I've been nervous. Phone going again. Very, very nervous at what we're going to arrive with. Sometimes you can get a lot of empties and it's disappointing, but so far, touch wood, we've been really, really lucky, and all the males have done their jobs well. Martin's just checking everything's going on. There's our codes from last year. See on the bits of wood, twin and single. So that tells you that's our colour codes. Green for single, red for twin, blue for triplet. I don't think there's any triplet pygmy goats at the minute. What's our things with the pygmy goats? Keep us updated. Good.
That's a single with another late one and the rest are twins.
A single, another late one, and the rest are twins. So that is fantastic news. There's going to be some tiny little beauties going about. So let's keep your fingers crossed. Let's keep that going. And the best news ever, folks, if you're just tuning in, is Phantom, or Phantom Pregnancy Mum, who saved Miracle's life. She's not been in kid before, and she's been desperate to have her little family, and she's in kid with twins. So that is absolutely brilliant. That's the best news of the day. And Vera, our Angora goat, is in kid with twins as well. So they are the two that I'd really, really like to get in kid. Johanna's saying, "Is Hope pregnant?" Hope's just had her baby, Joanna. So that Miracle's her baby. So there's no way that she's going to be able to be pregnant. How can you tell when it's a phantom pregnancy? Because she never has her kid, and she's got a full milk bag with water in it. So there's no milk in there, it's just water. Our body's tricking her into thinking that she's pregnant. So that is why we know it's a phantom pregnancy. Mary sent 50 stars, thank you, Mary. Mary says, "Will you always rent at LP, or will you add to Delscon?" I'll probably eventually add to Delscon, I think. Signa says, "Are you going to be breeding the bunnies too?" That might happen at some stage, you never know. Tammy says, "I missed one of my triplets on a scan. Thought I was having twins until Doc delivered the two and left. The third one was delivered 20 minutes later as a surprise." You hear that, Pete?
What's that?
Tammy on here says, bear with me, it sounds like a red head, which means empty, which isn't good. So that one I'm not surprised at. I think she got a bit of a hard time in the winter from a few of the other ones, so that'll be why she wasn't feeling like that. So this is a fascinating story, Pete, from Tammy, who's a supporter as well. They missed one of my triplets on a scan. Thought I was having twins until the doctor delivered 2 and left. The third one was delivered 20 minutes later as a surprise.
I mean, that's going to be a shock.
That is a shock. That is amazing. And if Martin could behave himself, it would help everyone greatly, wouldn't it? He's just showing off on the camera. Thank you for sending that through, Tammy. Like that. Brilliant story. Let's see what else is on here. Phantom pregnancy, wonderful news. Hilda sent 250 stars. Thank you, Hilda. Oh, and Stephanie, a supporter, has just sent us 500 stars. Thank you, Stephanie, and thank you for being a supporter. If you're looking to be a supporter of the page, folks, for extra content, etc., you'll be able to find the link on one of our previous videos or on the homepage of our Facebook page. You'll be added to a private group where I'm on all the time, and there's a lovely community there. We're nearly at 200 members now, so it's great to have you all along with us. We have a lot of fun on the supporters group. So happy for Phantom. You all have a lot of work ahead of you. Can't wait to see all the babies. Yeah, there's a lot of work ahead of us. There's a lot of Facebook streams ahead of us, and I hope you're all going to be joining us, and I hope you're all enjoying the content today. Angela says, just jump back on. What's happening? Well, Angela, I'm glad you asked. We're on to the pygmy goats now. It looks like it's been pretty successful so far. We've got one that's only 30 days away. So, yeah, we're going to have some babies quicker, I think, with a couple of them. There's only a couple, though. Boar goats, very, very successful. 98 babies due out the boar goats. The sheep are... What did I say about the sheep? 70? Did I say 79? I think I said 79, didn't I? Someone remind me. Janice sent 100 stars. Thank you, Janice. So, yeah, it's been a fantastic scanning so far. It's been brilliant. And the even better news is Phantom, our Phantom pregnancy goat, who saved Miracle's life, bless her, is expecting twins. So she's finally going to get her little family. So we have to keep a close eye on her. Vera, who's getting on a wee bit now, but she's a fantastic mother, raised 2 brilliant kids last year, is pregnant with twins again, so she's going to do it for us again. Sandra Davidson sent 200 stars. Thank you, Sandra. Kath says, I would absolutely love to someday be able to visit you. I so enjoy that you allow us to be part of your corner of the world. Yeah, we enjoy having you along. It's a lovely corner of the world as well. Dumfries and Galloway is a lovely place. Can't see very dark. I know, folks, you just have to bear with me. There's nothing I can do. It's just getting dark outside. It's that time of the day. What time is it? It's 4 o'clock. Yeah, it's starting to get dark. D sent 50 stars. Thank you, D. Definitely looking forward to coming down after Easter. Looking forward to seeing you, Linda. I was having one baby boy in 2000. It turned out to be twins. My other son was born 22 minutes later. What a wonderful surprise. That is very blessed to have that surprise, Mandy. I like that one for me as well. 75 babies is what I said, I think, Maggie, wasn't it? 75 sheep. So 98 boar goats and 75 sheep. Wow, that is a lot. Go to settings and increase the brightness. Let's have a look. I don't... Oh, let's see. Oh, there's my wee torch on. There we go. That's all I can do at the now. Ruth. Oh, I can see... Oh, right, okay, so I see what you mean, Ruth. You're telling everyone else to increase the brightness. Yeah, because there's not much else I can do here. Morag says, hi Ben, you're having a successful day. We sure are. Michelle sent 75 stars. Thank you, Michelle. The amount of stars you sent through is amazing. Thank you so much, folks. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Glad you enjoyed the scans. Pete, can you come and fill us in what's been happening, please? I can't tell from over there, and I think I'll run out of signal if I move. Glennis says, can't wait to watch them all give birth. I've learned so much about farming from you guys. We're looking forward to sharing it all with you. How can some be so much further along? Well, it takes things different amounts of time to get pregnant, same as people, Laurie. Maybe not hit the first or second time, but they'll maybe get the third time. So, and it also depends on when their cycle is, so it depends on when they come into season. They'll have a season every 2 weeks, so it depends when they come into season. If they miss them in the first season, they have to wait another 2 weeks until it comes back in. So there's a few different factors. Kathy says, just watch Twitch so they can watch the Polytunnel. Yep, that's streaming 24/7. Sammy says, it's losing light outside. They have lights on, doing their best. Yeah, there's only so much we can do, folks. I can't increase it anymore. I've got my wee torch on my phone, trying to keep things going. So we've got 2 pygmy goats out. I think you've just seen them hopping over. Successful, David?
I would say so.
Yep, David's quite happy. That's good. Yeah, definitely. Last year we had a really unsuccessful season with getting our pygmy goats in kid. But this year I think it's been pretty good. I think there's only a few empty, so that's absolutely fine. Phantom will be coming back to Dulscone eventually. Yep, it's definitely will. Annette has sent 1,200 stars. Annette, you are a star. That's amazing. Thank you. Elizabeth says 79, so I think I'm getting confused. I don't know if it's 75 or 79. I'll double check and I'll post everything on the Facebook page. Little Miracle's 8 weeks old today, says Angela, who's a supporter. So there we go. Rayanne says, what do you do with all the wonderful babies? A lot of them stay with us and a lot of them go for pets to other petting farms or to smallholders. Go all over the shop, really. Anita says she absolutely loves watching this. Look at Martin trying to get in shot. Bless me. Sam McLeod says she's had a brilliant day. Great news. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add everything up and then I'll post a total on the Dulscone page. We're trying to get our followers up. We're at 73,000 followers, I think. We'd love to get to 100,000 followers. If you don't follow the page, please follow it. It'd be brilliant to have you all along for the ride, especially in lambing and kidding season. So follow the page for us, folks. Like the page and help us grow. Really enjoyed having you along today. Thank you for all the stars once again. Hit a like on the stream, comment on the stream, or give us a share. Whatever you can do really helps us. Costs you absolutely nothing, and it really helps us grow. And I hope you've enjoyed the content. We've had a super successful day, like really successful. Beyond delighted with how things have gone, how things have went. And I'll post all the totals on Facebook later on for you. Supporters group, I'll be in touch later. We'll get another stream going. I can explain exactly what's going to happen. Do a little extra stream. Always enjoy doing it on the supporters page. So Martin is proud, he sure is. So thank you for tuning in, folks. Loads of likes coming up. Again, I appreciate it so much that you put all those likes and love hearts. I'm glad you've enjoyed the stream. And we will see you soon. Supporters, I'll see you really soon. I'll try and get on a stream, hopefully tomorrow. You can join the supporters group. I'll pin a comment to the top. Loads of stars coming through. Susan, Vicky, thank you. Diane says, happy 2 months, Miracle. Superb scanning, David. Yeah, hats off to David. He's done a great job today. It's been a busy, busy day. My voice is going hoarse. I don't think I've stopped talking for however long. You'll be sick of the sound of me. We're just getting cleared up. We'll get all these animals fed because they've not been fed since yesterday, since 2 days ago, because they need to be empty for the scanning. So that's all done now. They're going to be really looking forward to getting their dinner. Barbara sent 329 stars. Thank you so much. Judy says, congratulations on your success. Yeah, ecstatic. Great news all around. Amazing amount of stars, amazing amount of likes. You're all amazing, and we'll see you on the next stream, hopefully later in the week. But keep an eye on Facebook. Hit a follow on the page for us. That'd be brilliant. Dawn sent 50 stars just to end the stream. That's brilliant. Farmer Connor, say bye-bye. Bye from Farmer Connor. Bye from Farmer Ben. Thank you for joining me all day. My voice is hoarse. I need a drink of water. And I will see you on the next one. Have a great night, folks. Thank you for the 200 stars, Liz.